Alright guys, here's an important scalp lesson. So let's just take a quick look at the hour first. You can see here that we've had this massive drop here and we're currently got a bit of buyer recovery going on. And I guess we're waiting to see now, will we have a further drop? So let's have a look on the 5 minute. Now these two lines here are the 255 EMA and the thinner blue line is the VWAP. So I'm going to first of all draw fibs on this drop. Now this is assuming you didn't catch the drop, right? And you're looking for a second chance entry. So we're going to look at the fib levels. Also, a really important area that I always look out for is when we do have a dramatic drop like this, I want to see where on the way down did buyers try to fight, right? So on these big drop candles, I'm looking for some sort of attempt to push price back up. And immediately this area stands out, right? So I always mark that then, that as high as the buyers could possibly push price at that point in time, I'm marking that candle. And I'm mostly only interested in the body of it. So this is the candle that I'm going to mark out right here. And it usually just so happens that it will line up with a previous support. So if I was to put a line across here, you can see in this zone here, it was acting as support. Now it's broken through and that's the retest to retest it as resistance. So now if I was looking for a scalp on this, I'm interested to see what the price action does when it gets in here. And right now, if you look back at these 4 or 5 candles, look at the wicks to the top when it tries to get back into that zone. So this is showing me that the sellers are there trying to push price down. Now I'm looking for a pattern. So I know I've explained this scalp strategy before, but I wanted to do this extra lesson to show that a lot more comes into it than just do this on this line and take profit here. Like, you do need to have the skill of technical analysis to back up your decision. So what I'm seeing now is I'm seeing a drop and I'm seeing this rising wedge kind of pattern. So I'm going to draw that out something like this. And now it's just a matter of, I'm not actually taking this scalp, but I'm just showing you what I would look for if I was. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait to see, I'm literally going to watch the 5 minute candles and see the action in it. So we can see here we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 candles pushing down. Currently the buyers look like they're trying to fight this candle, this action and get back up. So I'm really looking for the strength in the candles now. Like, how fast does it move up? And every time it tries to push up, do the sellers push it down? So did you see that right there? We had that push up and straight away we wicked back down. See that? Another one, push up. See, it's really trying hard to push up and the sellers are pushing it back down. So this is what I call the battle. Now see how the buyers are getting some strength now. The buyers are trying to win, but every time they push up, look at that wick at the top. It's pushing the price back down. So I'm feeling pretty good here. Where you would take an entry on a scalp sort of depends on you. For me, I want to take it as close to these lines as possible. So what I would be looking for is if I didn't get in up here, which would have been the perfect time because it was close to the VWAP and you had the RSI up here. So really the short should have come from here. But if you didn't and you're waiting, you'd be waiting to see, are we going to get a second stab into this zone? Stay under the 2 lines and the RSI comes back up here into this above 80 zone. So that's what you'd be watching for. And you would be buying like on the strength of the bulls pushing price up with the confidence that the sellers are going to take over at this level here and push price back down. So yeah, that's how I would be. If I was live scalping, this is what I would be looking for at this point when I've got all my indicators telling me the right thing. Price is underneath my 2 levels. We've had this drop. This looks like a recovery. And yeah, potentially if we can get there, then take the short and see what happens from there. Here, I'm back. It's only took 1 candle. Now look at the volatility in this candle right now. Look how strong the sellers are coming back in at this point in time. Now that we failed to push above that red box area, that would have been the perfect area for a short scalp. Let's draw a risk to reward on this. So I would have had it just above this area here. anything around, say, a 0.25 stop is good. So this gives us 2.1. Only need a, here, where we go. So let's just say if you wanted to aim for a 2-to-1 trade, then yeah, we're only going to take it to this area here. That would almost have played out already. But again, if you're in it and you feel that there's a lot more in it, you could hold on to this. But for a scalp, I never want to get too greedy. A 1.5 is my minimum for a scalp. So if I had taken that one, the trade would have already played out. I'm not scalping it myself, but yep, there we go. Would have got the 1.5 right there.